You got the touch. Ding, 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 ding. You got the power. Ding. Ding, 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 ding. I found my good vacuum cleaner. I cleaned it up. It's ready to vacuum. Finally found my vacuum cleaner, put it together. It's my good vacuum. I'm gonna vacuum those things. I got all that stuff out of the way. Maybe I can get it a little bit better. I got all that out of the way. That. Clean this thing up, put some other stuff on it. It's gotta go somewhere. And then I was doing other work, getting the house ready. And I mowed around there. I mowed that. See, there's the mower. It's way zoomed out. Here's regular. You got the touch. Ding, 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 ding. You got the power. Ding, 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 ding. So I cleared out this space back here. I got this space back here ready. Zoom out a little bit. Whoops, made it dark. Okay. So I started putting stuff all there. Storing stuff back there carefully and all in there. All in there. With the wings. I don't know where to put this. Put it right here. I'm kind of cleaning this place up as I go. Here's the brown blanket that I went across country. The second time I tried quitting my medicine, I kept drinking caffeine. It would not let me sleep. In like a week or two, a few weeks, not much sleep. In the last week or two, no sleep almost. I had to go to a mental rehab facility where they put me on medicine to fall asleep finally. I had to go home on a bus with $2, my ID, a sandwich they gave me, and this brown blanket that a black man gave me. That was a nice black man. And I was really nice to minorities and everything across country, like make up for the sin that I did. It was like a Jesus-like experience. It was really good. What else am I doing? What else am I doing? I'm gonna put these paintings all somewhere in storage. I'm gonna put these paintings in storage. There's something else I was gonna do downstairs. Well, eventually putting it all in boxes and getting it out of here. Hi. Hey. Okay.
Day-o, today is when we pray to Jesus Christ, amen. Oh wait, day-o, today is when we pray to Jesus Christ, amen. Oh wait, day-o, today is when we pray to Jesus Christ, amen. Oh wait, day-o, today is when we pray to Jesus Christ, amen. Oh wait, we cry, they stuck a needle in my eye. God makes everything okay. We try until we die, and crying is okay.
Hi. I've got clean clothes on. I've got like new clothes, well, a new shirt, and I got these new pants. But I'm really gonna wear my favorite shorts. They're my favorite. And I took a shower and I'm all ready to meet the moving people. There are these guys. Yo, man, look. Okay. There's a bunch of pile of garbage I'm gonna put down at the bottom of the hill. So get this already. They're gonna put those downstairs and everything in this room. Everything in this room. Hey, downstairs. I'll show you where it goes. Goes in here. And I swept all this morning. I got everything really good. All these surfaces. I cleaned the entire floor. Put this thing back down. Cleaned the ceiling. Got any spider webs or anything off the ceiling. Got all this clean. Really clean. Those are seashells down there. Look at all those seashells. So that's it. You're just gonna put all this stuff on here. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. So I've been getting ready. Been getting these rooms and everything ready for them for a week. This may be locked. I guess that it, based on how I'm dressed, it's locked or something. No, it's not. Okay. So I got this room ready. They can carry each one of these things one at a time and put it down in that storage. Besides the jukebox, I'm gonna have to throw away. This was such a, this video game. This was such an amazing, look, it has movie stuff on it. It has movie stuff on it. And it has a little kiss. Danica, when we met, when she was a starlet, used to put a little kiss on everything. She'd put her lipstick on it and then kiss something and leave a kiss thing behind. And it has the movie stuff. And Alex, it was his special video game. And he gave it to me, but I don't know how to get it repaired. I don't know where it'll go. I don't have the time to do it. I don't know how to do it. And he left it in the rain a little bit, but it still probably works. And it's missing the screws to put the legs on. So I don't know. And I think I'm gonna have to put it down at the trash. It sucks because it takes up so much space. I don't know. Unless I can put it, hey, I can just leave it down there in that room. On the in the middle of the ground in that room down there. In that room. So here's what else I'm having them bring down there. This bed frame. This is a custom carved bed frame that is in the house, and that's going to go in that room in storage. And I'll show you what else I'm going to do to these doors. Anyway, all this stuff in this room. This is all Al's stuff. Mostly it's all Al's stuff that's going down there in that room that he didn't get rid of. All this stuff goes down there. And everything in this room, I got it in order so it's in like bags and stuff that they can carry one at a time. And all this. And whatever's in this closet And I'm gonna leave these blankets on here. I'm gonna wash those. This already washed, but I'm gonna do it again and figure out how to make this thing good. And then, you know, the sheets good. This bed looked like new. And I'm gonna paint. Once they're all gone, of course, I'm gonna have to sweep it up later. Probably not today. I don't feel like it. I've really been working on this place relentlessly up until this morning. Then I'm gonna paint all these walls. Well, first I'm gonna clean a little bit, just sweep, and maybe these surfaces. And then I'm gonna paint all these walls. I'm gonna take this freaking thing, probably take this off of here. Who would want a piece of plywood as the thing, you know? I'm probably gonna take that off. That's okay. Then I'm gonna do all this painting. Now I'm gonna show you all the painting I'm gonna do next. This entire room, these doors, this door, all these doors and these frames right here, all this, I'm gonna paint this all white and it'll look really good and you'll subtly see the design of the cross that I did in plaster. I'm gonna paint all that white, all this trim white. And you know, there's special paint I got. It's in the trunk of my car. This is semi-gloss. And first I have to paint it with a primer to cover up the dark color. I got special paint and I got like special paint to cover the walls. You know, latex flat paint. And I'm gonna paint that room and those doors. I'm gonna paint all these doors and the trim. So it looks white and it'll look really good. It'll look really good. These doors, I'm gonna paint this door white. And that door and the trim white. It'll look like a new room. And in here, I'm gonna do a little plaster right there and a little plaster right there. There used to be a little leak and it stopped. And I'm gonna clean up these floors and make it look better and paint all these walls one color, I believe, yeah. And what else? Oh, I'm gonna paint these bathroom walls. Paint these bathroom walls probably white because the walls themselves look pretty terrible. Like, not that bad, you know, it's just, it works, but to make money to pay my bills, I've got to do it. So that right there, look at that wall. It's horrible. That'll just paint white on top of that. I got the rest already. I got that already and painted it pink because it's a girl's bathroom. This one is a girl's bathroom on this side. I painted the floor pink and it's done. Besides, I'm gonna paint the walls. Probably put this little light fixture on. I have those light fixtures that look like new, those. I'm gonna put a couple of those. Maybe Al can do it if he gets here, or I can do it myself, maybe if I have to. And this bathroom will look really good. This bathroom will look done. I already painted in there. Hi. Hey. So. But this guy's not going to paint. This guy's just going to take the stuff out of here. He's going to get all this stuff out of here and put it in that downstairs room. And all the stuff in that owl room. And all the stuff in that bathroom, that little bathroom in there. And this bed. And everything in this outside room. Everything in that outside room going all to that downstairs room. I got it ready for him. It took like a week of effort to get it ready. And he's just going to come in here with a few men and do it all really fast. A few hours. I can give him a couple free $300 or something like that. It'll save me a lot of effort, or else it would take forever to get done myself. And then once he's out of there, the next thing is, oh, and I'm going to paint the walls in here. I'm going to paint the walls in here, but I'm almost afraid to show it because I want to show it when it's really done and it looks good. So, And then there's other stuff to do in here a little bit. Like get this kitchen in order. Like get this kitchen in order. I'll get this kitchen in order. Wow. This is a miracle. This is dry. This is no longer leaking. There was a leak in there. I fixed it myself. It's a miracle. I believe I fixed it myself. So, and then once that's out of the way, there's one more other stuff to do. I gotta get all this Danica stuff. Danica and my kids, all these boxes and stuff here. That's gonna go in this other outside room downstairs. And they might do it. They might do it while they're here. Because they might work fast with like 3 people. So they might put it down there in that outside room. Okay. Hi. That's really how my face looks. I got some sun. I got sun today. I kind of like that look. I think I'm going to make my hair a little bit more blonde.
He is good.
I was vitamin D deficient. It sucked.
What's he doing?
I hadn't gone in the sun in a long time. Since November, I got sick 18 times. It was horrible. It was like too cold to go out. I can't even tell you. There's nothing for me to do out there in the city. There's no work for me in film. So there was no reason to go out in public. Kind of a waste of time. I like to work when I socialize. It's something that I'm working at, you know. Something I enjoy. It's not here in Virginia. There's no movie work here. Right out of undergraduate school, I went to work on movies, was paid to work on movies, became a production designer on indie movies around Los Angeles. Then I got sad. It didn't make me feel happy inside. Wasn't the thing I wanted to do. I wanted to direct movies. And I quit and I made my first short film and I edited it. I taught myself how to edit. I taught myself how to do all these effects. And I made my first good short film, like really good short film. I made films before that, but not anything professional. And I got into a film festival anyway. I kept working at film. I got into grad school. Now I've got 10 times the resume that I had when I was right out of undergraduate school and working as a production designer. 10 times the resume. There is work there, and that's the miracle. That's the thing I was missing. I want to get paid for my work. I'm a good music video director. I make funny music videos, really well thought out, good music videos, and feature films. I'm a good screenwriter. I'm a really good screenwriter, just a screenwriter. I'm a good actor. I'm a good director. I'm a really good actor. I'm a good director. There's huge opportunity there for me. And it's all alone here in Virginia. And when my kids left, it made me more sad. So,
What are you doing?
look at all this cat fur on me. This is a cool jacket I think my mom got me. It happened to fit really well. Hi. So, I'm gonna get rid of this drum set. The house is getting really well in order. Okay, the movers showed up. I talked to them, told them what they had to do, and I took a break. They're moving stuff, and I was just laying out in the sun, apparently. Laying out in the sun. Now, I'm going to talk about why I'm moving. Okay, this is pretty bad. For the past almost 6 years, I had to get to work to pay my bills, like really a lot. Like it wasn't like I just got to keep working for my parents and not working as hard and getting tons of money from them so I could like work really hard at my films. Like that's what I was really doing back here, working hard at my films and raising my kids. I was raising my children. Making sure they're okay. And I was working really hard at my films. That's what I put everything into. And I wasn't working as hard at real estate for my parents. So something happened and I had to grow up and like really get to work because the movies were not making money back here. It's Virginia, you know. How is an indie movie that you make, how are you going to go out there and show it to an agent? How are you going to show it to a movie company who wants to buy it? How are you going to meet up with them at lunch or getting a coffee or whatever the heck it is and say, hey, this is me, this is my real film? You know, how are you going to meet other filmmakers? How are you going to work on bigger films? How are you going to do any of that from here? You can't. And right out of undergraduate school in LA, when I finally graduated with my BA, it was amazing. It was amazing. Right when I finally graduated with my BA, I went to work on movie sets, instant money, almost instant money. I started as an intern. Within a month, they gave me a raise as production designer. Were paying me a weekly salary and giving me free food. I worked on various indie movies, making about $700 a week, and free meals and free gas. And I was doing that on indie films. And I had work right out of my undergraduate school in LA. So I felt sad. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to direct movies and maybe act them, but at least direct them. So I quit and I made my first short film. It was only $200, but I made it as professional as I could. I went back to Virginia and filmed it with my friends. I started editing it, and I worked so hard editing it, teaching myself all the effects. No one taught me how to edit that way. I had to teach myself how to edit in Final Cut Pro. It was around 2002, and I stayed in the beds editing so long that my leg atrophied, but I got some groin pull injury from trying to get up and do push-ups in between, because I literally was editing too long, like 12 hours a day at first, and then it turned into longer hours. And I wanted to make a masterpiece. I was determined. I had to work as a director, you know, and feel okay at my job. I was not happy as a production designer. It wasn't enough on its own. And because I looked into what it was like being a professional production designer, it was not something I wanted to do. You know, it's almost like learning architecture and engineering and stuff, and I didn't care that much. It's not, you know, at one time when I was a teenager, I wanted to do it, but it's not something that I wanted to do. So I wasn't happy. I wanted to be a director, so I made my first short film. I worked at it relentlessly. And then I got into film school. I went to more film school in LA. I actually had to live back at my parents' house while I was editing because I couldn't walk for like 9 months. I was editing so much that my leg atrophied and I got skinny. I was like 120 or 30 pounds. And I was like 100 pounds less than I am now. And so I kept working at films as much as I can imagine. And really it went towards getting degrees. And as soon as I was finished with my first feature film, I moved back to Virginia. And I had to try to contact people from there to get my movie distributed and meet people from there. And it was like, here's Virginia. How is it going to happen? You know, it usually doesn't happen from Virginia unless it's on a smaller level. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. I was here from 2005 to 2021, worked at as hard as I can imagine. Pretty much all there is here to make money at, real money at consistently is, you know, a smaller level. Your films might get some small distribution. They're not going to make that much. And wedding videos, commercials, stuff like that. That's just, it's not going to go that big. So I want to go back to LA. I want to go back to LA where I can make money at it. And while I was here, in the past 4 years living at this house, I tried going out in public and filming videos for my YouTube channel. And 10 different times within about 1 year, the first year that I was here, once I got finished working on my house, starting in 2017, I started filming here and there out in public. And they called police on me. They literally called police on me. Can you believe that? And other times they threatened me with legal action. Like people said they were going to, you know, it was horrible. They did that 10 times within a year. So it really worried and frightened me into being trapped indoors, And it sucked. It sucked. Okay, it was horrible because I had no social life that I enjoyed out there. And to make it worse, in 2017, my kids were taken away from me to Texas. She left and took the kids to Texas. So it was horrible. I had like no love. For a few short months or so, for a few months, I had my roommate Al, who was, you know, I'm not gay, but it was somebody to keep me company, and I felt happy for a while right when my kids left, and I didn't miss them yet. But after that, I really started missing my kids for years. It caused years of depression. It sucked. It sucks. It sucks living back here, kind of. No offense, as a filmmaker, it kind of sucks. Unless you have so much money and you can travel and you can work on big movies and stuff, because that's what you have to do from here to be in big movies, or you figure out some way you can do it on the internet and make a lot of money at it, which is so unlikely. And you know, I did some big internet videos. I got one that has 63 million views, or close to 63 million views. Rowan is Terrified of Ronald McDonald. It was my idea to film. It's on Danica's channel. And, whoa, I gotta sneeze. And it earned her, I think, more than $100,000. And I was supposed to get some of that money. But, and that was the only big thing that happened. That and my smaller video with 4 million views that I got like $10,000 for on my channel. And that's pretty much, you know, the most money. That's all the money I made at videos since 2006 being on YouTube. And I didn't get to keep that $100,000. She got to keep most of it. So how the heck do you pay your bills on that, you know? How do you pay your bills on that? Oh, it's fun. No, I didn't fuck around, man. I did not do it just for fun as a hobby. I put everything that I could, besides standing up for my children. Of course, I love my children and loved ones. Put everything I could into making those films really the best that I could possibly make them for a small budget. I did not have big budgets. I had to fund them all myself, figure out how to get the money myself, sometimes on credit cards and stuff. And it did not earn enough money back here. Now, moving back to California, I now have 10 times the resume I had when I was right out of undergraduate school working as a production designer. I have 10 times the resume. This is almost a miracle, because this is what I was missing. I was missing the being around people who recognize my ability to work on various productions, like bigger productions, feature films, music videos. My work in music videos is really good. I'm a really funny, good music video director. You know, it can look even better quality when there's a little more budget put in. because some of them I had to do no budget. Some of them I did for a few $1,000s, my music videos. I don't know if I did them for a few $1,000s. I don't know what the budget was. They were not that expensive, but some of my short films were a few $1,000s, like Meant to Be. It was $5,000. I filmed on 16 millimeter. And I got student loans due and stuff. Anyway, so I can just go to Los Angeles and work in movies, but I miss my kids a lot, so I might have to travel there. It's only a 3-hour flight to see them, LA to Texas. It's one flight. You don't have to take 2 planes. And I can stop on the way moving to Los Angeles to see them, and I can meet new people, go big with movies. There's a chance I can go big instead of dying. The only other option here is like so alone, no way to make money at stuff no matter how hard I tried at it. It's a small amount. You know, I made some money, but it's not that much. Maybe a few $100s a month, maybe the most $1,000-something a month, or if it's less than that. You know, it has not been doing that great. So I want to go to LA where I can feel the warmth of the sun and feel okay. Because see this picture, see me laying on this blanket right now. My body was hurt and sick. I was sick. I got sick almost 18 times since November. Now it's about May. And I kept getting sick because I was vitamin D deficient, because they had me frightened to go into town. I couldn't, socialize. I like to work when I socialize, work on a film or something like that I enjoy when I socialize. I don't like to just go out there and randomly talk to people for no reason, unless it's like really close family who I'm being there for them. And, so it kept me away from socializing in the town because I had no reason to socialize. And I was trapped in my house, and it was so freaking cold. I was afraid to go out usually and didn't go out that much. I didn't like the way it felt. And I got vitamin D deficient for all these years. And, well, I guess I kind of jogged. I would jog. I'd go out there and jog through the woods and stuff and go for walks, like even in the winter sometimes if it was a nice day. I'd get some sun. But this past winter, it made me sick 18 times because I wasn't out there even in a car, where you get the sun coming in on your arm and your face a little bit. I wasn't getting any sun. I was closed indoors. So it hurt my body. It made me sick. And not only that, I was depressed. I was really depressed. I don't know how I lived. It was horrible. So alone for years, every day, missing my children and Danica, and wanting to be with her. And I wasn't able to be with her. So I had no one else. Al left more than 2 years ago. I got so depressed all alone. And I kind of don't like the groceries as much here. I want to go to Whole Foods and places where they have like a big farmer's market of like, I don't know where the farmer's markets are here. Maybe they'd be okay, but they'd pretty much only be in the summertime. So, for the food I like, it's more in California. And they have the co-op here, but they don't deliver, and it's sometimes too much to go across town to try to get that stuff. And I gained weight a little bit this year because I was indoors so much and kept getting sick, and I couldn't work out. It sucked. And so I want to leave. I'm probably just going to leave. I'm going to go to California and finally talk to people and meet people. And I think a miracle will happen. I'm hoping a miracle will happen rather than die, because I was so depressed here every day for years. Every day looking up how to kill myself. I looked up about every way to kill myself. I started doing little things, like little plans to like start killing myself about 30 times. And I just couldn't do it. It was like, why would I do it? I just couldn't do it. I won't kill myself. And I decided against it. I'm not depressed anymore. Ever since I said, when I chose to move to California, I got happy again. And it was sad sometimes. I'll show you a video after this, laying in the sun. It was, and after showing you what these movers are doing down there, so you see them in the bottom right every once in a while. They're carrying all the stuff down to the storage room. That guy walking. And so when I said I'm gonna get out of here, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to California where it's warm and I can feel the warmth on my body and it feels good to my body and I'm no longer sick. And I can work in movies and not be looked down on for doing a career like art, film, music. You know, all those things are looked down on here, I think, as a career. They're like, that's not a real job. It's a hobby. They don't really respect it as a real career, I think. I'm pretty sure, because it has not gotten anywhere near where I feel it deserves to be for how hard I've worked at it back here. So I feel more comfortable in California. Just walking down the street there, I like it better. Okay, I really like it better. It's like all the musicians I liked growing up, all the movies I liked, it's all from there pretty much. And I can go there and feel happy about it. Now, my kids won't be there, so I'm going to try to make a lot of money. I'm going to try to make as much money as I can to get my kids to move, to get Danica and the kids to move there. We can be a big showbiz family. They can work at acting and things that are actually enjoyable that we are really, really good at, that I taught them since they were small. And they don't have much of a chance for it out in these random places like Texas and where I grew up, my hometown. It's a good hometown, but you know, you can't really work at that stuff unless you do it on YouTube or something, or it's really hard to do, like getting the budgets together for your own films and trying to sell them all and market, you know, try to distribute them all yourself online and make money at it doing all yourself. You know, I'm more of someone who's really good at making films, who somebody else can do that kind of stuff, but I can make money at that stuff too a little bit. I've made some money at it. So I can't do it on my own here. I want to go to Los Angeles, and I like Los Angeles. I'm one of those people who likes California. Okay, I really like California. And other people, they like their hometown that they always want to stay in their entire life, and their parents are from there, and their family is from there, and they never want to leave. And I think God wants it to be that way for them, because they have, they have something they enjoy. They have their job they go to, and they kind of enjoy their job and get along with the people there sometimes, and they like it. Somehow it makes them feel okay, and they don't want to be like a famous person or something. But I've felt so looked down on here. For the past 6 years, every time I've gone out in public, it has felt devastating by the time I got home. It has felt so looked down on and stuff. Well, really, especially since I got a smaller car and like cars that aren't as cool, I feel looked down on by pretty much almost everybody out there. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna leave. I want to go where I'm respected for being really good at screenwriting, really good at comedy, really good at acting, really good at directing, really good at editing. I know how to produce my own films. There's so many other things in film and music that I know how to do, and that's respected there. When somebody knows you're good at it, they're like, okay, it's like they don't understand it here. Okay. They don't quite understand it here, and they don't respect it, and I feel looked down on, so belittled. I barely make it home when I go out there in the town. It's been that way for so long. It could change. It may get okay again. I don't see how. I'm not motivated to go out there for the small businesses and make them commercials and stuff and act really happy about it. I mean, they might think it's something cool. I might do it for free, you know, but how much money could they possibly pay me? You know, every once in a while you get $100, or like, you know, so that's why I'm moving. Hi. Hey, here's what happened. Those guys, they showed up. There were three or four, and they did everything. I just woke up. I went inside while they were working. I fell asleep. I told them everything they had to do. Hey, and they got it. They left that one. I don't know why they left that one. I told them, get these pieces of wood and that ladder. They left that one little piece. It's no big deal. I said, get everything out of this room. Put it in the downstairs room. Wow. Okay. They got pretty much everything. I just got to sweep it up. I'm seeing if I have to paint the walls. I might not even have to paint the walls if I sweep it up or clean that one little space right there. And get that stuff out of the way. Wow, they got everything out of here. Just gotta clean up the room. See if they put the stuff down here. And from the upstairs rooms. Wow, they walked here so much they cleared a path a little bit better. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. They filled up this entire room. That is a miracle. They even put Danica's stuff. What is he doing? They even put Danica's stuff. There's some stuff here I can put in the top maybe. Wow. Or I'll put it inside there. That is a miracle. You filled up the entire room. That is a miracle. Wow. That is a miracle. Wow. What is he doing? Don't step in the poison ivy. I told him. It might be. It might not be. Okay. They said, we don't get poison ivy, and they trampled right through it. Hey, that's a miracle. So just gotta clean out this room. I just gotta clean up this room, sweep, clean the mirror, stuff like that. Get rid of that stuff. That's a miracle. Oh, fuck. Why'd they put this out here? Oh, they couldn't fit it? This is a hand-carved bed. Oh my gosh, I thought they were bringing that down the hill to throw away. Why did they put this nice bed frame out and to get rained on? This is a hand-carved bed frame. I gotta bring it back inside. You gotta bring it inside, it's special. Well, I fell asleep while they were working. What did you expect? This will have to do because I can't find the paper towels. Enough time. Tell me quick. Oh, ain't that a kick? Tell me quick. Ain't that a kick in the head? They couldn't fit that. Wow, they worked for 3 hours. The fuck? They didn't even get all this stuff. They filled up the room and then they left. They got all Al's stuff. They got all this stuff. I can paint this room. I can clean it up and paint it. They got almost everything out of here, but not really. I could not be around them. I fell asleep. You know, maybe I can put this bed frame back in this room. The fuck? They left the stuff. Why? I guess they figured it filled up the room. Okay. That was kind of expensive for what they did. But hey, it helped me. Okay. Now, I gotta get this stuff. I gotta get this stuff out of here. Well, you know, I gotta get this stuff out of here. This stuff is to paint the house a little bit and stuff and put in storage so the guy renting it can have tools. This is some tools and stuff he can use in the house. And so I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll get somebody to paint the house. Now it's getting cold. I gotta go upstairs. I got my shirt unbuttoned. What is he doing? Oh. So he's throwing that down the hill. He's throwing that video game down the hill. I don't know. I gotta get my friend to come in a truck and throw all that down there. I'll give him a little bit of, I don't know. It's getting there. Here was heat. Okay. Ain't that a kick in the head? Yeah. Okay, bye. This is John Birmingham. Bye. Click like in the video, subscribe. That was me working on my house. I'm still getting it there. Bye.